We removed the item upgrade from the bag's item pocket and stored it on the PC. We arrived in Sevii Island. We also took some items away. And spent some money. Or rather, sold stuff. And now we're in Sevii Island, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically part 4 of the post-game for Pokemon Fire Red. And we've arrived in the last island. Somewhere on this island, peculiar Pokemon are sleeping. I see. Well, it looks like I'm gonna be on the grind for this one because, yeah, after this episode, you're probably not gonna see more of this for a while. Why? Well, because there really isn't that much else to do. There just isn't, period. Because at this point, I'm bringing out the big guns now. Well, I guess the crit paid off. And now it uses Hypno. Yep. Raichu's now 57. What an amazing trainer. Yeah, a trainer whose team has made it this far till the end. We're just going to explore each, starting with the one up top, then the one below. Trainer Tower ahead. I sensed your approach. So did I. Give up. Dude, you already have given up. What was the point? Trainer Tower entrance. Rise to the challenge. Yup, there's basically a time board. Single, double, knockout, and mixed. Never mind battling. These stairs, they're tougher than any battle. I'm here to see how good I am. I wonder what kind of trainers are waiting for me. It's nerve-wracking. So basically, it's like the battle tower of sorts. But don't expect me to take part in this. That's not why we're here. We're done here, so now we head down south. Yeah, Swords Dance. Not that one. Now we head for the entrance to the canyon. Yeah! I'll flick you away effortlessly. She sends out a blossom. And she sends another one. Too strong for me. Yep, we're now exploring the entirety of Sevii Island. But once we reach Sevault Canyon, that's when the real stuff starts. But the only way I can get stronger is if I battle these trainers again and again. That's the only way. Howdy! Are you a member of my fan club? Starts off with a Voltorb. It's a juggler of all things. Another Voltorb. Great, he's paralyzed. And sends out a Pineco. Fearo's also a 57. Yep, it can't move. Oh, so you're not a fan. Well, I can change that. Let me sing for you. No thanks. I don't want anyone to sing for me, please. Seriously, I don't like that. Especially considering I want to make my team even stronger. But that's going to take me a long time. I'm not kidding. With this current team I have, it'll take me a long time to reach that far. Oh, look. This island's too spread out. It's not easy patrolling the place. And I know in Leaf Green I'm going to be having a Weeping Bell on my team. Or a Victory Bell, depending on how it goes. Now it sends out a Victory Bell. You know what? I'm bringing out the big guns. Arcanine, deal with this! Now burn! Uh-huh. I punish people who abuse Pokemon. Yep, Pokemon Rangers. Great, of course, it's using a pedal dance. And it gets crits. Damn it, Primeape, why couldn't you just finish it off? Or not, because it got confused due to fatigue. Now it sends out Vileplume. You don't seem to be a problem, trainer. I don't. And why did I remove that amulet coin? I forgot to add it in. I also had to make room because it turns out the back portion has a limit. I'm not in the mood for this. When I'm with Eve, it feels like we could never lose. Okay, so you summon a Golduck and a Psyduck. Good, that fight's over. When I'm with Eve, it doesn't feel like I've lost. Now we reach the entrance to Sevault Canyon. Trainers are asked to refrain from damaging plants in the canyon. So this is the last known area, Sevault Canyon. I am not surprised. Skarmory. A steel flying type that is exceedingly rare. And I know this one's not going to give me much of a fight. Oh wait, who am I kidding? It is. Seriously? Almost had it? Come on, 2 and a fail. Urgh! Irritating. One and a fail. Come on. Thank you. At least it was less annoying than a Murkrow. After nesting in bramble bushes, the wings of its chicks grow hard from scratches by thorns. And it wouldn't be until way later that it gets a Mega form. Mega Skarmory. But I wonder what else we can find here. Oh, you can actually find Cubone here if you weren't able to get one in Pokemon Tower. Oh my god, they brought a Phanpy! Looks like this might not be as easy as I thought it would be. No, but what I'm really after is someone better. Seriously, come on, Phanpy, why do you gotta make this so difficult? Let me catch you so I can make you a Donphan. Thank you. As a sign of affection, it bumps with its snout. However, it is so strong it may send you flying. I know for a fact that I won't be able to get every Pokemon in this game, because this is just a port. It just feels empty without the other Pokemon games along with it. Because without them, how are you going to be able to basically catch Pokemon? And they bring a Marowak. No, but what I'm after is a much bigger prize. Oh, hi, Phanpy. If I had the repeat ball, I'd catch you in 2, because that would actually increase my chances. But what I'm after is something better. Seriously, what are the chances of me hopefully finding a Larvitar? There's Fearow. Nothing yet. Still nothing. We'll just keep on heading down until we find it, because I know the Larvitar has a small chance. My darling Nia, together we can win. Yep, cool couple. They send a Miltank and a Tauros. And I still haven't found me a Tauros yet. That critical hit certainly did help. Seriously, you're thrashing about? Not bad. Not bad at all. I seem to have been too careless. We also find a nugget. Perfect for making profit. Nope, not here. What's this? The Tanoby key. I get what this is. This here's a puzzle. Uh-huh. Okay, I think I figured out what this puzzle is. Okay, we got the first one. Yep. Like that. Wait a minute. That's not how it goes. Oh, I get it. I figured it out now. I figured out how the puzzle works. First things first, you move these to the left. Then, you move them straight up. Then, you take this and move it all the way straight up, like so. There you go. And then, once all this is done, this happens. A mysterious rumble echoed somewhere far away. Which means we solved the puzzle. That's more like it. Larvitar. Much better. This is Larvitar. It is born deep underground. It can't emerge until it has entirely consumed the soil around it. I may want to raise a Larvitar, and make it a Tyranitar too. I just want to be as op as possible to wreck the Elite Four. But what fun would that be? They even have Onyx too. Alright, then let's do it then. Training by oneself is certainly not a bad thing, but it's also not bad aim for the time with a partner. Even Bruno, he trained with a fellow by the name of Brawly before. I work to protect the environment. In turn, nature protects me. Starts off with a Tangela. Primape's now 57. Next up now is an Execute. Then after that, we brings out an Executor. Seriously, there's not really much else to say on this, since this is actually the only place I know where you could essentially grind your heart out. If only Nintendo could give us Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. If they did that, then I'd be pretty happy. Whoa, you're tough. How about protecting me? Especially since I have to get even stronger. But that's gonna take me a long time. And this one nets us a Max Elixir. Oh, hello, Marowak. Unfortunately, you won't be standing much longer. This one also has a false swipe. I could make use of a Marowak. I could make use of that just to essentially weaken Pokemon until they're 1 HP. It doesn't matter if you happen to have the strongest Pokemon. It doesn't mean a thing if you don't know how to use them properly. He also brings out an Ursa Ring. I did not expect that. You thrash about, but you became confused due to fatigue. And it sends out a Lickitung. I better switch before my Venusaur gets wiped. You're a master at this. Well, duh. Especially since I need to max myself out for what's yet to come. I have to get even stronger. Those shoes you have are pretty snazzy. And she starts off with a Chansey. Okay, so if I can't beat you this way, I'll beat you this way. And she avoided it. Okay, so how long is this gonna take? Yeah, now I'm gonna sap your health little by little until you go down. Yeah, keep defending. Leech Seed's gonna siphon you. Soft-boiled? That isn't gonna help. Why do you make this so damn difficult, you know, game? Yeah, she had to use soft-boiled twice just to regain health, not realizing that I could just keep on draining your HP. Okay. Dirt nap. I hate having to resort to underhanded BS. What? Woke up fast. Not even like a full turn. Can you please stop with the soft-boiled? Don't forget, you're still getting drained by Leech Seed. Egg Bomb's damage is pathetic. Now do me a favor and stay asleep for a while. It woke up again. How many times now? Yeah, full restore. Such a cheap ass. Why not just accept defeat gracefully like a man? But no, you don't accept defeat gracefully. There is legitimately no end to this fight. Fine. Time to bring out the big guns. But on the other hand, this actually does prove helpful to healing. Look at that! Due to her high HP, I get more healing faster. Ah, great. I forgot. Oh, wait, no. Thanks to that, I get almost fully healed for free. Oops, wrong one. Why do you keep increasing your evasion? Look at that! I've been fully healed! Thanks, Chansey! Sooner or later, you're gonna run out of that use to soft-boiled. And by keep using the minimize, it makes it so annoying to hit. Now you're just stalling. Now you're legitimately stalling. Every single one of my hits have missed. Why do you make it so difficult, Chansey? Let me kill you! Seriously, every single one of my cross chops missed! Seriously, every single one of those goddamn cross chops missed. Can I at least please kill you? But on the other hand, if she keeps on doing the same thing, she'll run out of power points to use the moves. Come on already! Seriously! I swear, if you don't hit Primeape, I'm gonna make sure you end up replaced! This is just dumb. Finally! Get freaking wrecked! Why does Cross Chop have such a misaccuracy with that? Oh nice, Venusaur's 57. You're hot stuff in spite of your cute looks. Go to hell! You made me spend almost 20 minutes just trying to beat you, and if that Primeape missed, I'd be pissed and I'd be forced to reset. But that would not be right. Either way, it don't matter. Sooner or later, I might have to change up my team. Primeape's nice and all, but he's becoming a little too unreliable. But at least this more than makes up for it. My conditioning's in top form. Now sends out a Hitmontop. Alright, you assume a protective pose. What good will that do? I'm surprised they did add a Hitmontop now. Which means that, yeah, I don't know Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan can be bred. But that means you need to find your hands on a Tyrogue. Oh, you're detecting. And now it brings out a Machoke. Nice, level 57. Huh? Something's not right. Of course it is, and I'm just fed up. Yeah, on the other hand, this place is a great place to grind up. Honestly, I should have just went Toxic and then just drained her Poisonly. That would have been even more disgusting. Nice, we get a King's Rock. We could use that to either evolve a Slowpoke into a Slowking, or a Poliwhirl into a Politoed. Wait a minute. Oh, nice. Now let's do this. You look strong. Let me battle you, please. And it sends out a Rhydon. I send out a Seadra. Now it sends out next to Slowbro. Oh yeah, I forgot. And you disable my Surf. No matter. Twister. Oh, yikes. Okay, you want to play like that? Okay, then. I thought it would be easy to take you down, but it turns out I was proven wrong. Fine, time to bring out the big guns. And I gotta make my Seadra into a Kingdra. Nice. Damn it, Raichu. But, fortunately for me, paralysis. Nice, I can now drench. Now it's using a Kangaskhan. A Dizzy Punch? That won't help. And now it ends with a Machoke. You had one job and you couldn't even do that. No, 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 no. Much better. I knew it. You're as tough as I thought. Yeah, but it was annoying. God, this is just so annoying. And it's going to be more annoying where I have to spend hours leveling up your Pokemon again and again until they're at their 70s. We get a Lucky Punch. Dance, dance, Chansey Dance. You join in too. Ah, when you do the Chansey Dance, your Pokemon is healed. Interesting. I was given the best possible education to become this strong. I don't want to lose to anyone. I will make sure my team is strong. I have to. Seadra's now 58. Now it sends out a Dugong. Now it brings Ninetales. And it got burned. And now it brings our next Rapidash. Yeah, this might be a problem. Because of course it is. Yeah, you gonna heal again? No, you won't. That's good. Now you're about to sit on a giraffe egg. I'll just let Furo deal with you. Thank you. I feel like I've been set free by losing to you. You're welcome. Guess I gotta do the Chansey dance again. Now let's see what's up further down. Leads to the Tanoby Ruins. Be right back. I hate to be interrupted. But either way, let's continue on. Seriously, I prefer to work without having a need of distractions. But now I'm curious. I am now very curious. Looks like that puzzle that we solved earlier just unlocked the ruins. Very good. Today, in addition to our lesson, we came to see the chamber. Been a while since I fought a gentleman. Oh dear, Marowak, that's not good. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Get out of there. That did it. And now it sends out a Golduck. Now I can send Raichu back in. Very good. Raichu is now 58. My, how extraordinary. Alternatively, Raichu would have just used Brick Break again, Brick Break, or Rock Smash, so that way it can keep on lowering its defenses. Clifford's teaching me how to paint. Yeah, you're protecting. Am I not surprised? We might get in trouble for being too noisy here. This is the Weep Chamber. This place is home to these guys. The Unown. Yep, we got an Unown. Its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls. Its shape appears to have some meaning. And there are 27 of these. Seriously, there's like 27 of these Unowns. And there's actually not much to go on that matter. As since we've unlocked the ruins, there's like a lot of these ruins. Or rather, we solved the puzzle which leads to the unlock of the ruins itself. And we've only gotten one of them. This one is the Lip 2 chamber. This is just a place for you to catch all the Unown, and there are 26 in all. And this one's the big league. A mystic Pokemon is set asleep inside here. Not really. Now let's use some pursuit. And now it sends out a Graveler. I'll let Venusaur deal with it. Now that's content. I'm not much good in battle. This is the Neon chamber. And there is no sleeping Pokemon here except for Unown. But my point still stands. Now we need to check on the other side. Yeah, I'm using Max Repel because I'm not going to deal with battles. I'm already past an hour as is. This here is the Dilford Chamber. And like I said, it's all home to Unowns. All 27 Unown. Yeah, there are like 27 of these, each of them based off a letter in the alphabet. Do you know anything about the stone chamber, aside from the fact that I had to open it up? And it brings out a sandstorm. That did it. That was uncalled for. You didn't have to be so rough. Well, you got in my way. This is the Scoop-Fifth Chamber. I'm just showing you every chamber. Don't expect me to go spend all time catching Unowns. Besides, we're at this point now where you can actually take on the Elite Four again. But they'll be much harder. And there are 2 chambers left. First is this, the Rixie Chamber. And last but certainly not least is this one. The Viapuis Chamber. All these 7 chambers have one thing in common. They have Unown. A whole lot of Unown. Yep, the Tanoby Ruins. And we've covered everything here, and I mean everything. There really isn't much else left to do. But I gotta wonder, though. Yep. Let's head back to Vermilion. I wonder if it means I can be able to unlock the next bits. Oh, that's a Mystic ticket! Now that's rare. We'll be happy to take you to Naval Rock anytime. And that's an Aurora ticket. That's rare. We'll be happy to take you to Birth Island. Now you can choose whichever you want. Birth Rock and Naval Island, but only in Vermilion City. Which means one thing. I'm probably not going to be doing more of this for a while. Why is that? Simple. I've got to grind up my party to be even stronger. Given that I've now have like some new Pokemon at my disposal, I believe it's time for me to shake things up. And that Skarmory had a sharp beak. Holy moly, that's lucky. Seriously, I haven't had this much luck since ever. Even catching a Krabby certainly was worth it. Besides, there really isn't that much left for us to do. The only thing that remains now are the Elite Four as well as the extra Pokemon. And truth be told, I want to have this on my team. Impish would be massively defensive. And considering that I'm gonna have to make sure I raise up, yeah, that's my gist of it. So when I do return, you'll see my team be even stronger than before. That's kind of my plan to begin with. But like I said, you're not gonna see much of this for a while. Because yes, training them is a pain in the butt. I'll be depositing the King's Rock and everything. As well as items that I have no need for. I don't need this Leaf Stone either. But I am getting that. Yeah, that's it. When next you see me, I will have a stronger team. But it will mean I'll have to make some changes. That is it for this part of Pokemon Fire Red. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. When we get back, we're legendary hunting. Starting with Mewtwo. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell, and I will see you in the next. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Now begins the training, and it's gonna take a long time.